For many years, the United States has been financing and supporting the expansion of international communism around the world through measures which have been presented to the American people as ways of fighting communism. Foreign aid is probably the most obvious example. President after president has told us that we have to send billions to various communist and pro-communist countries in order to win them away from Soviet domination. We have shipped them military equipment, trained their officers in our military schools, sent them machine tools, built whole factories and power dams for them, and sold them subsidized wheat. Our political leaders have shrewdly borrowed the required money from our children and grandchildren, who will be saddled with these debts for many generations to come. The record is truly fantastic. The most incredible part of all is that this whole operation, which has been so necessary for communist success, has been sold to Americans as a way of opposing communism. A glance at a few issues of the People's World or The Worker or other communist periodicals will cause even the skeptical to realize that our foreign aid is very near and dear to the hearts of communists everywhere. The only criticism one finds of our foreign aid program in the communist press is that it isn't as large and doesn't grow as fast as the communists want. One of the prime reasons they advocate foreign aid, even to countries that are not yet totally communist, but are merely in the socialists or transitional phase, is that it helps to destroy private enterprise and strengthen socialism within these countries. So the point he's saying there about how socialism is merely the transitional phase, I mentioned in the first video of this series, but we covered that in much greater detail in the reading of Fabian Freeway. So there's a playlist on the YouTube channel, and you can find that, the whole 16, I think, video playlist of the reading of Fabian Freeway, which explains how communism and socialism, by their very nature, are vehicles to international one world government. And that is not a secret. It's open, it's written in their books, and it's kind of you can understand it through a logical analysis of the policies and the things that they do, and just through the historical examples of when these systems have been rolled out and tried. This pattern is involved with convincing the voters that a particular policy of the State Department or the United Nations is in the best interests of the United States, when, in reality, it is just the opposite.